What's going down, y'all? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be doing something totally different. I think it's new. I've never seen this on YouTube or anywhere. I've never seen someone try to do what I'm about to try to do, which is fill in eyebrows with hair fibers. Basically, we're going to fill in eyebrows and try to make it look like makeup without actually using makeup. Now, you guys know, if you're a woman out there, there's plenty of ways you can fill in your eyebrows. Dip brow, concealer, eyeshadow. You can get them microbladed. You can get them tattooed. There's a lot of different ways you can fill in your eyebrows using makeup or whatever the case may be. But today, we're not going to use any type of makeup. All right, y'all, first things first, as always, we have to clean the area before we use any type of straight razor or any type of machine that we're gonna use on the skin. So this is rubbing alcohol. It's gonna remove all the excess leftover makeup on the eyebrow, as you guys can see. And she just washed her face before we actually started filming. And that's what the power of rubbing alcohol can do. It strips everything off the hair and the skin. So using the straight razor to outline the eyebrows, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna say that's wrong and the hair is gonna grow back, this, that, and the third. But I've been shaving and outlining eyebrows for a decade almost. So I really don't see any negatives behind it. Yes, the hair does grow back a little bit faster opposed to waxing or threading, but it's completely painless. It's quick, it's effective. So, I mean, you got to kind of weigh your pros and cons with the straight razor around the eyebrows. But my biggest tip, if you guys are interested into outlining your eyebrows or somebody else's eyebrows, you have to be careful with the straight razor. You never want to push the width of the eyebrow down. You don't want to make it thinner by any means necessary. And it's so easy with the straight razor because it is a sharp tool. One little nick can really cut off your whole eyebrow. So you got to be careful. No woman, no man wants super thin eyebrows because it's just going to grow back a lot uglier than it originally was. So just be mindful of that. You don't have to go super crazy to get a sharp looking eyebrow. All right, so this left eyebrow is going to be the eyebrow that we apply the hair fibers to. I'm going to leave the right one bare, completely bare. We're going to fill that in with makeup so you guys get a side-by-side view of makeup versus hair fibers. Now, I'm not doing this video as a how-to. I'm not trying to teach you guys how to do this because it isn't practical. Like, when are you ever going to fill in your eyebrows with hair fibers? Now, you could, you know what I'm saying? This is an option, but it's not practical, and I'm not trying to portray that I'm trying to teach you guys something. This is just an idea that came from me being on lockdown in this quarantine. Man, 2020 is so crazy, by the way. I just, that feels weird for me to even say. We're in quarantine. We're in a pandemic. Like, what? You feel what I'm saying? But this is just a result of crazy thoughts and being in the house all day. So I don't want you guys to be, oh, I don't think this is possible, and why is he teaching us this? It's just something fun, something experimental, and hopefully you guys do enjoy. And moving on to the hair fibers, we're going to use the shade medium brown because it matches her eyebrow color perfectly. Now with the card, the business card that I'm using right now, I use that to block off any excess hair fibers that might get on her forehead or her face or eyes or whatever the case may be. But what I want you guys to notice is I'm putting the card a couple millimeters above the actual eyebrow. That way when I do hit it with the straight razor, I'm not actually touching the eyebrow itself, because like I told you guys in the beginning, I'm trying to minimize as much hair I have to take off the actual eyebrow as possible. So me giving myself a couple millimeters to play with the hair fibers above the actual eyebrow, I never really touched the actual eyebrow again. So I'm just lining up the hair fibers, outlining it, shaping it, manipulating the hair fibers without actually compromising the width of the actual eyebrow. Hopefully that makes sense. So when it comes down to actually using the hair fibers itself, yes, they are perfect for filling in light areas. For me, I'm a barber. I use hair fibers to enhance a person's lineup, make it look super sharp. But whether you're using it for your eyebrows or your hairline or your bald spots, whatever the case may be, you don't want to overdo it. You know what I'm saying? As you guys just seen, I just used a light misting of hair fibers. Now I'm using that straight razor to really define the eyebrow rather than create an eyebrow, if that makes sense. Because if you overspray hair fibers or overspray dye or whatever the case may be, you're defeating the purpose of actually using it. You want it to look natural. That's what I was trying to do this whole video. I wanted to look natural without compromising her whole look. So I was going for like a natural medium brown dip brow, concealer type of look. But if you overspray, I can't stress this enough. Never overspray, never go for the fake look. Keep it natural, keep it sharp. So I mean, all things considered, I only use hair fibers, a business card, and a straight razor. And I think her eyebrow, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, her eyebrow looks pretty natural. It looks clean. The shape, the outline is pretty crispy. The only thing that I did mess up on, in my opinion, is the inner corner. I try to go for that blended makeup look, that smooth transition blended inner corner. But I think I sprayed a little bit too much hair fibers close to her unibrow. It just kind of extended the length of the eyebrow and it just kind of looks a little bit choppy. But other than that, I mean, y'all can't lie. It looks pretty clean. So, I mean, shit. So when you guys are happy with the results, what we're going to do is we're going to grab some hairspray to lock those fibers into place. And when I mean lock those hair fibers in place, you can't rub it off, you can't blow it off, you can't sweat it out. Those hair fibers are going to be good to go. So a light misting of hairspray is all you need, and those hair fibers are locked in for good. I will actually show you guys. I told her to rub her finger across the hair fibers, and you guys will see that none of them come off at all. So after doing her other eyebrow with makeup, you guys can see the comparison. Her left eyebrow is makeup. She did it in like 5 minutes, so hey, let's not judge here. But the other side is completely hair fibers and hairspray. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. Be safe out there. I know it's a crazy time, but make the most out of it and be safe. Peace.